Welcome back to Coinverse Hub. Today's coin might look ordinary at first glance, but the story behind it is far more interesting than most people realize. This is the 2010 Jefferson Nickel P mint-mark 5-cent coin, a coin many people still carry in their pockets without giving it a second thought. But here's the truth: sometimes value is not only about price, it's about history, condition, and future demand. Let's begin. The Jefferson nickel has been part of American history since 1938. Replacing the Buffalo nickel by 2010, the design had already gone through several changes, and collectors were paying close attention to modern mint quality, errors, and strike details. The 2010 P Jefferson nickel was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it carries the P mint mark on the obverse side. This mint mark is located just to the right of Jefferson's portrait, and it plays an important role for collectors tracking production quality. On the front side, you see a detailed portrait of Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers and the third president of the United States. The inscription "In God We Trust" appears clearly, along with the word liberty and the year 2010. Flip the coin over, and you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia. The reverse includes the words "E Pluribus Unum," United States of America, and 5 cents. Now let's talk about composition, because this matters. The 2010 Jefferson nickel is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, the same alloy used for nickel since 1946. This means it does not contain silver, unlike older wartime nickels from 1942 to 1945. So its value does not come from precious metal, it comes from condition, errors, and collector demand in circulated condition. Most 2010 P Jefferson nickels are worth face value, which is 5 cents. That's the reality. But here's where things get interesting. In uncirculated condition, especially coins graded MS65 to MS67, the value increases significantly. A clean, sharp strike with full steps on Monticello can sell for $1 to $5, sometimes more depending on grading and demand. Coins graded MS68 or higher are extremely difficult to find. These can sell for $50, $100, or more at auction, not because the coin is old, but because perfect modern coins are surprisingly rare. Now let's talk about errors, because this is where collectors really get excited. Some known errors on 2010 P Jefferson nickels include off-center strikes, die cracks and die chips, weak strikes or missing details. Double die errors, very rare. Improper planchet strikes. A genuine mint error can push the value from a few cents to $20, $50, or even hundreds of dollars, depending on the type and severity. Many people unknowingly spend error coins because they don't know what to look for. That's why education matters in coin collecting. Another important factor is full steps designation. If the steps on Monticello are fully visible and uninterrupted, grading companies may award the full steps FS label. This dramatically increases collector interest and value. So is the 2010 P Jefferson nickel rare? No, not rare in mintage numbers. Millions were produced, but high-grade examples and error coins are rare, and those are the coins serious collectors hunt for. This is why modern coins should never be ignored. Today's pocket change can become tomorrow's collectible, especially when fewer people save high-quality coins. If you have a 2010 P Jefferson nickel, examine it carefully under good lighting. Look for sharp details, clean surfaces, and anything unusual. Do not clean the coin. Cleaning destroys collector value. Store it safely. And if you believe you have a high grade or error example, consider professional grading. The Jefferson nickel may only save 5 cents, but its story represents American history, modern minting, and the hidden potential of everyday coins. And that's what coin collecting is really about. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2010 P Jefferson nickel, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for Coinverse Hub, where we turn ordinary coins into extraordinary stories, because the next valuable coin might already be in your pocket. This video is not about fake hype. This is a real information video: what this coin is actually worth, how to check if yours is valuable, and most importantly, where and how to sell it online if you have a good one. Let's start from the beginning. The Jefferson nickel has been part of U.S. currency since 1938, honoring Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers and the third president of the United States. The 2010 version was struck during a time when collectors were paying close attention to modern mint quality, because fewer people were saving coins compared to earlier decades. The P mint mark on this coin tells us it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike older coins, modern nickels clearly show the mint mark on the front side of the coin, near Jefferson's portrait. On the obverse, you see a forward-facing portrait of Jefferson, along with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 2010. On the reverse, you'll find Monticello, Jefferson's historic home, with the words "United States of America," "E Pluribus Unum," and 5 cents. Now let's talk about composition, because many people ask this. The 2010 P Jefferson nickel is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. There is no silver content, so its value does not come from precious metal. Instead, value comes from condition, rarity within condition, errors, and collector demand. In normal circulated condition, most true-eating P. Jefferson Nickels are worth face value 5 cents, that's the truth. But not all coins are the same. If your coin is uncirculated, meaning it has no wear, sharp details, and original mint luster, the value increases. Uncirculated examples can sell for $1 to $5, depending on condition. Coins graded by professional services like PSGS or NGC in MS66 or MS67 condition can sell for $10 to $30. Coins graded MS68 or higher are extremely rare and can sell for $50 to over $100, sometimes more in strong markets. Now let's talk about errors, because this is where real money appears. Some known and possible errors on the true-eating P. Jefferson nickel include off-center strikes, die cracks or die chips, improper planchet strikes, weak strikes, double die errors. Very rare. Missing or distorted details. A genuine mint error can raise the value to $20, $50, $100, or even more, depending on severity and eye appeal. Another key factor is full steps. If the steps on Monticello are clearly visible and unbroken, grading companies may assign the full steps (FS) designation. This makes the coin far more desirable to collectors and increases value significantly. Now the big question everyone asks: where can you sell this coin online? Let's go step by step. The most popular place is eBay. eBay allows you to sell coins directly to collectors worldwide. Search for true-eating P. Jefferson Nickel and then filter by sold listings to see real prices, not asking prices. When selling on eBay, use clear photos, front and back. Mention condition honestly, highlight any errors or full steps. Never clean the coin. Another strong option is Etsy, especially for uncirculated or visually attractive coins. Collectors browsing Etsy often pay premium prices for well-presented listings. For higher value coins, especially graded or rare error examples, consider heritage auctions or Stacksbowers. These platforms are trusted by serious collectors and can bring strong results for quality coins. You can also sell through Facebook coin groups, but only deal with experienced buyers and avoid private payment risks. If your coin is ungraded but looks exceptional, you may consider professional grading before selling. Grading costs money, so it only makes sense if you believe the coin is high grade or has a real error. Now an important warning: never clean your coin. Cleaning destroys original surfaces and can reduce value by more than half. Store your coin in a safe holder, keep it dry, and handle it by the edges only. So is the true-eating P. Jefferson Nickel a treasure? Not for everyone, but for collectors, error hunters, and high-grade specialists, it is a coin with real potential. The value is not in hype, it's in knowledge. Many people spend valuable coins simply because they don't know what they have. That's why channels like Coinverse Hub exist. If you enjoyed this educational guide, make sure to like, subscribe, and share, because the next valuable coin you learn about might already be sitting in your pocket.